Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Hello everybody, welcome back for some more War Thunder. As you can see, this will be the first decent-ish battle in my M41A1. I've had some good kills in it, I've had some okay battles, but I've had a lot of losses. My win-loss ratio is just abhorrent in the M41A1. And I can't wait to get the engine mods for it all done, because when you're in a light tank and you're getting outraced by a medium tank, you got problems, because you don't have the armor. And even though the Panther doesn't exactly have armor per se, it's definitely better off than the M41 is. So, can't wait to finish up those engine mods. I've got filters done on it already. I did the APDS first, and then I did the filters, and I'm working on the engine and transmission now, but yeah, can't wait to get those finished. So the team had a really good spread here. Got almost equal amounts of people going for A, B, and C. That's good. That's very good to see going on. And, before I forget, this battle was from 24 August 2017. This happened just a few hours after the Making Turtle Soup video from yesterday. So,
Attention to the designated grid zone!
as we get into the A point here, watching for contact, usually there's almost always going to be somebody coming along that left side or coming down inside that wrecked factory building there. Or even just coming straight down the middle into the A point with you. But nobody this time. Kind of strange. So I figured they were camping on up the left side here around the A point, so I'm going to flip a gas tank unintentionally. And then move up here and try to look for him. Looking for him up there. Don't see anybody. And still don't see anybody. And I'm going to see what happens when you go through this mogul piles of coal here. And it turns out the M41 can climb these, unlike the hill from yesterday. But kind of silly to drive through them like a slalom here, but it was sort of funny. So still looking for enemies, not seeing anybody. They're not hiding along all these coal piles or anything, which was odd. They're not in that empty warehouse building there, the train, whatever train depot building. Not up hiding along the train cars, and not along this back row of coal piles either. So apparently all the enemy team went up to either B or C at the beginning of this battle, and nobody went for A, and that's rare. But that seems to be how it went. So, noticed that my teammate was still typing an all chat here, so took a quick stop while I had a little bit of cover with the coal to just let him know. And as I did, you can see a shadow moving up there between those two train cars, and it is some type of Centurion. And it turns out it is a Stridswagen 81, although he's fired off all of his missiles already. Got a good shot into his turret, took out his gunner and his cannon breech, and then move forward, and before I can get my gun to stabilize again, he gets killed and taken out, and that's fine, because I got an assist. So, rolling back into the A point here to take it back from whatever the team is that took it from us. Or, I mean, whatever vehicle it is from the enemy team that took it from us. And he'd been taken out. It was a Crusader AA Mark II that the Ferdinand up here had taken out. So he didn't actually fully cap the point before the Ferdinand killed him. And as I'm rolling through the point here and start capping it, I can see that the Ferdinand is damaged. And rather than cap the point in front of him, I'm going to go through the point and turn around and get ready to tow him into the cap. And then after I thought about it for a second, I realized I probably can't tow him into the cap in a Ferdinand with the M41A1. So I'm just going to pull over into this building here, the train depot building, and just stay out of cover with enemy air flying over so that we're not a big juicy two-tank target for them to rocket. And then he finished his repair shortly after and started moving into the point anyway, so moved in with him, share the cap. He deserved the cap points here because he took the enemies out that were coming to take A anyway, so it was only fair. And like I said earlier, a couple battles prior to this or so, I had gotten tracked just outside of a cap, and the team went in and capped without me. And I had been waiting for them too, which was disappointing. I wasn't really mad at them, but they didn't tow me in either. I guess it's one of the risks you take when you're in a light vehicle, or really anything, because you can get tracked by artillery and anything, but that's one of the risks you take when you're waiting for your team to catch up, is you're probably going to get hit with artillery, and then instead of being in the point and capping it, you're going to lose it and lose out on the capture. But, you know, whatever. I'd rather take that chance and wait for my team to be able to capture the point and everybody get spawn points than get it myself and then get killed by artillery anyway and be the only one left to get a respawn anyhow. So, like I said there, I felt like he deserved the capture points for it, so pulled off, waited for him, and then we took it together. And then it was time to roll back up towards the B point here. Keeping an eye out for any enemies coming across here up in front of me. And they're taking B and C. They've got their cast working, although that was a suicide cast, thankfully, so. So rolling on up to the B point here, coming in around the backside of B. Looking for any enemies that might be hanging around by it. Don't see any, so we'll press in and see what we can find. Start capping the point right away, and there obviously wasn't anybody in B. They're taking C at the same time as me starting to take B away from them, which was good timing because they would have started a ticket bleed there.
Thank you very much.
And I picked up a subscriber during the battle, so that's always a good day. Trying to just scan back and forth here, watch for whatever was up at C. Turns out he wasn't coming down from C, he was just hanging out up there, as he gets marked a couple of times on the map while I'm capping.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
We've got a couple of SPGs near or headed up to C, so I'm going to move up there and see if I can't take advantage while they keep the guy distracted and or shoot at him, and see if I can't get up there and get him in from the side. And like I said here, I wasn't actively recording this battle. I DVR'd it after the battle was over. That's usually what I do. If it's like I've said in the FAQ video, if it's a first 10, I will actively record it. Or sometimes with a big booster turned on, I will actively record it. But for the most part, when I'm just playing, I just always have NVIDIA Shadow Play running. And if I have a good battle or a good event happens, like the turtle video from yesterday, I almost just kept the turtle part, but the Dune turtle, but I'll always just DVR it afterwards just to see and keep it for something. Whether I'm going to use it for a compilation video or use the entire battle like I did here, most of the time I DVR it, and that's why you get a lot of post-battle narration going on like right now. So I know I wasn't in a really good spot here and very side-on to whatever enemy was going to come up here, but honestly, it's the M41, and what difference does it really make? I could use my engine as spaced armor, I suppose, but...
Defend the B point.
So the dude is getting marked at C, and I'm trying to react to the direction he's pointing, and as I Austin Powers my way out of the little parking spot I was in there, finish the capture for my 4th base capture of the battle, along with an assist for the M41A1, and trying to sneak around here and see if I can find whatever guy it is up here. And it turns out that was him right there, just getting destroyed. It was the Stridsvagen 81 that Navy SEALs Elite 22 took out right there in front of me. So that was the enemy that was up at C. So B is clear, having been uncapped, decapped again. And I'm going to roll in and see if I can catch up and help take part in the recapture of B, although I'm not going to make it there in time. And by this point I was thinking that this might actually work out to be the first good battle in the M41A1. I'd been trying for a little while, grinding and grinding towards the STA-1. And this is kind of where I thought, yeah, alright, this battle will work for the first good battle in the M41A1. It wasn't even a lot of action, but 4 captures and an assist and all that score. Not bad, and we had a pretty good grip on the game situation. Now, we had talked about there was call-outs that there were tanks here, and I knew there was an enemy here because somebody had taken B, but I didn't spot him, and he was well back hidden behind the wall over there and got me with 1 shot. But not that bad, really, for the M41A1. So, I had just finished smoke shells for the M4A376, and in my hurry to get smoke shells and get back into the battle, I zeroed them out, switched out to the smoke shells, and then didn't even pay attention to the fact that I had zeroed them out, and hurried to get back into the battle to go after the T-34-100 who had killed me, and then got into the battle and realized I had zeroed out the smoke shells, so I didn't have any with me. But it ends up not being an issue in this battle, but it would have been fun to have them. This would have been the first battle I would have had them available for. But anyway, I guess that's what happens when you hurry into a battle and you've just unlocked new modifications or new ammunition for your tank there. So I'm rolling up to where that T-34-100 had been. He, of course, is no longer there, and he's presumably heading for the B point to go try and take it back for his team or to go kill our guys. And sure enough, within about 5 seconds, he arrives at the B point and starts decapping it. So I'm just going to continue in at the A point and take it here for our team and take away, restart ticket bleed going on for them and stop them from getting a 2-cap majority and starting ticket bleed against us as well at the same time. Punch off my artillery up at the B point to see if I can finish him off. He fires his artillery back at me down at A. I'm fairly well covered, and he gets taken out by Navy SEAL's lead again, so that's good work again by that Panther 2 up there. He's taken out a couple of enemy mediums and stopped them from either threatening or from actively capturing a point, so that's good. So we've got the battle pretty well in hand at this point. It's not a guaranteed done deal yet, but with only 2 enemies left, and now 3 as he respawned, at least one of them is in the air. We know that for sure in the Spitfire. And we've got the 3 capture points. We've got a pretty significant ticket bleed. They could take 2 of the points back from us if there are 2 enemy tanks left, and especially if they kill our guys out. We don't have that many guys left either. So initially, after capturing the A point there, I pulled in between A and B so I can line up and capture, or defend rather, in case anybody comes back for either point. But they take out one of our guys with the Spitfire F, and they start capturing the C point, so I'm going to head up towards B and C and at least hang out between B and C if I can't take out whatever enemy is at C myself. I am abandoning A, and I was the only guy anywhere near A, but there's also really not anybody up near. There's just one guy up at C, and as I come around the corner and spot this M36, give him test shots with the 50 cal, and turns out he's already dead. So, not an issue. Continue on forward. And before I can really get anywhere, it turns out that the tickets were going to bleed out, and that was going to be the end of the battle. So 1 capture with the M4A376, but not too bad for the M41A1, honestly. Of course, I would have liked to have brought, a 12 kill battle with the M41A1, but the way 6.3 is right now for the Axis, I don't know that that's even possible. Of course it's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. Anyway, there you have it. First really decent battle in my M41A1. I certainly am going to keep playing it. I will be replacing the M4A376 with the STA-1 shortly. There's the score report. 2nd place, not too bad. Most importantly, we won. And the only award I got was just base capturer streak, which was kind of funny. Same thing with the battle log. A bunch of captures and a death. But we won. And the captures were no small part of that. And that'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a great weekend, everybody, or a great day if you're watching this well after the release date. And thank you all for stopping by and checking this one out, and let me know what you thought in the comments. See you later.